Friends, hello everyone. You are on the Lazy Investor channel. Today we are going to talk about how a beginner can make his first money in cryptocurrency. So, let's go. I think many viewers of my channel want to try their hand at crypto, but don't know where to start. Also, trading on futures is too risky, and it requires a lot of money. It's the same with regular trading. It seems at first glance so complicated. But what I like about cryptocurrency requires either no investment at all or requires a small investment. So let me tell you today how you can start earning in this field. Of course, the more money you have, the more options for earning are available to you. Well, let's get started already, I guess, to figure it out. So, the narrative of 2024. Popular then and can give a good drogue, and not that $100, but maybe even $200 and $300. To find something worthwhile, you need to follow the trends in crypto, of course. What is popular now and what can give you a good drogue of $200, $300. For example, last year, there was a trend for move-to-earn projects. These were projects that paid in tokens for the number of steps they took. Of course, not everyone managed to earn money there. There was the Steppen project, which at first pumped quite well. You could really knock off your sneakers in 3 weeks. Then there was the Amazi project from zkSync. And then everything with skins from the Amazi project, rolled away by 99%. Bloom, Hamster Combat, Tap Swap, all sorts of cat dogs. These are the projects that can give a drop, and quite good. Why do we feel that way? Because just recently there was a project called Notcoin that started these tap swaps. And Notcoin, by the way, rewarded its users quite well. What did you have to do? Just click on the buttons and nothing else. You just go to the app. Every 3 hours, you click something. You get $500. How bad is that? I got, of course, a few $1,000s, but even the simplest person who has no friends, because you can invite friends there. The referral system, of course, works very well. The same Bloom promises to release the token at the end of August, and then the project plans to create a whole exchange in Telegram. I think the token will cost well because of this. Have you seen how much BNB from Binance Exchange costs? It costs about $600. And in 2017, it cost about 10 cents. How's that for growth? What's the point of all this? Because if you have time, if you have 15 minutes a day, it's not that hard. Go to a couple of tapples, collect your coins, which later may turn into drops. And drop is always nice. Bybit promo shares. Then you can get drops in the form of tokens that also appeared on the exchange. There are different tasks in different categories. There are token splash, airdrop hunt, buy starter, lunchept. But the mechanism is about the same there. Each promotion has a prize pool of tokens that is distributed between participants after completion. The quests may vary, but overall they are very similar. Somewhere you need to subscribe to the project's social networks, somewhere you need to make a repost. Click the participation button. There is also a launch pool. It is also such an easy way to earn token. You will need to hold a little bit of some coins, hold them for a couple of weeks, and then for this you will also be given a drop. In general, the options are actually quite a lot, both for those who have no money at all and for those who have a couple of bucks in their pocket. And there you can scale up in the game if you want to. I think you know what a firm of accounts, multi-accounting. In a nutshell, you simply create many accounts under different IP addresses, and thus you can participate in one campaign from different accounts. Don't forget, of course, about the anti-detect browser, proxies, but anyway, a large number of people use multi-accounting in order to increase their chances of getting rewards. To summarize, we can say that the luncheon pool is not a bad way to change the I personally know someone who just recently won $30K worth of tokens in the luncheon pool. The Gaiman token grew decently on the listicle and gave earnings such money. Just think about it, $30,000. We've sorted it out here. Let's move on to the topic that requires no investment at all. So, testnet. Testnets is a way to earn money without investment. This is the very thing that you need to start with in the first place. Everything is quite simple here, but a little more complicated than in tablets. In crypto, there are often projects that invest a lot of money, but they first launch a testnet in order to release a finished product already without joints. And often the testnets they launch then have a reward in their tokens. So what is the strategy, Oleg will ask? Well, let's see. For example, we find a project. Let's take the Memorphy project as an example. How much investment is there in it? Let's see. Yeah, 20 million. And from top funds. Well, that's a beauty. And now we see that the project is in testnet and has had 4 phases. By the way, the first of the 4 phases is still in progress, and it's not too late to get knocked up. Globally, you haven't missed anything yet. That's what we're going to do here, and what's the benefit of that? You see, in the ecosystem of the project, there's a bunch of other apps like NFT marketplaces or Sapple, AI assistants, basically everything. In each app, we can poke and prod and make transactions from the test network, using test tokens, buy and sell NFTs or the same tokens. And most importantly, daily on the main page of the site to collect points or votes, which at the end of the testnet convert into project tokens. And usually projects with such investments give out very good rewards to loyal users who were with them until the end. And the cool thing is that there is no investment except your time. I gave this testnet as an example, but in general, there are quite a large number of them. Moving on to the next one, ambassadorship and your own social media. Ambassadorship sounds very impressive, but it's actually not too far removed from the same testnets in terms of complexity. Ambassadorship and own social networks. Sounds a little bit complicated, right? What kind of ambassadorship, you say? Actually, it's not that complicated. What is required of you? Help in the development of projects? It can be many different things. It can be moderating a group in Discord. Maybe you will be asked to translate text from some language into English or Russian, vice versa. Different work, it is actually not dusty, and for this you can also get a good reward from the project. But there is a nuance. You will have to work for free for some time, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, and maybe in more than one project. Yes, and not all projects will reward you, but some can reward well. So if you are a student, a schoolboy, or unemployed, this is a great way to get your first money and also interesting people. Project funders, programmers, IT people, IT specialists. This is, in general, not a bad network. But here's an example of ArtLayer project to all its ambassadors crushed hush money, which they could sell for $3,000, $4,000. But not a bad profit, wouldn't you agree? That's what I'm thinking too. And the last one for today is, of course, social media. Create your own social networks and you'll be happy. Gives you a lot of opportunities. The first thing that comes to mind is selling advertising for crypto projects. If you lead a good quality channel, if you are able to competently correct thoughts, write texts, it can also give you a good bonus in the future. But it should be understood that this is a work in debt. And if you have your own developed social networks, some channel in Telegram or a channel on YouTube, it can also give a good boost for your ambassadorship. Because, of course, the project is interesting. People who have their own content platforms, shoot TikToks, shoot shorts, go to a channel on Telegram somehow, it will all be a plus for you. If you're interested in cryptocurrency, do these activities, figure it out, and your first money will come very soon. That's actually, guys, and that's it. I told you about the main ways to earn money, mostly without investment. I hope the video was useful to you. Be sure to put a like, write a comment, what you think about it. Well, and all the most relevant information I publish in the Telegram channel, promptly, maximally, so be sure to subscribe to the Telegram. Write a comment, put a like.